What's up, YouTube? In this video, we're going to be doing a puzzle from the Brain Benders Monthly by Newsday. This is an insert that comes with the New York Newsday on a monthly basis. So it's a booklet that has Sudoku puzzles, crosswords, jumbles, all kinds of puzzles like that. I am unavailable today to post the New York Times hard Sudoku puzzle. I'll be back on October 5th with that puzzle that I do every day. So in the meantime, I've just pre-recorded this to post for while I'm away. So I hope you enjoy it. Before we start, be sure to subscribe for more Sudoku videos like this. And if you'd like to try the puzzle, there is a link in the description. And I do apologize for the noise in the background. They are paving the street directly outside my house, and so I'm still going to record. I hope it's not too annoying. Hopefully it'll stop pretty soon, but yeah, I apologize for that. So with that said, let's fill the grid. And I'm not sure how difficult this is actually going to be, compared to the New York Times hard. So it'll be a fun little puzzle here. So let's see, we have what can we start with? We have 1 and 1 looking up here. So 1's in one of these two cells. 4's are looking up here into this box. We can place that 4. We can place this 4. 1's going to be in one of these two cells. 1's going to be in one of these, not one of these two cells. I'm not, wrong row. Okay, it's going to be in one of these 3 cells actually. Then we have 4 and 4 looking into this box. So 4 is in one of these two cells. So 9 and 9 are looking into this box. Let's see, 2 and 2 are looking into this box right here. Oh, that beeping is getting louder, isn't it? Let's see. Okay, so 2 is going to be in one of these two cells. Okay, we can place a 3 right here. You can see a 3 looking up and 2 3s looking across. Oop. That's a 3. So now 3's in one of these two. Let's see. Let's go back up here. We need... Okay, 3's going to be in one of these two cells here. 9 looks up and 9 looks across. So 9's going to be in one of these two cells. 6 points across and 6 looks up here, so 6 is in one of these two cells. That's going to put 6 in one of these two cells. 8's going to be in one of these two cells. You can place a 2 right here. This 2 looks across to this box, so 2 must go here. That means 2 goes here. We have a triple here now, so this is going to be a 1, 6, 8. All right, and let's see, 6 cannot go there, can't go here, and we can place the 6. This can't be an 8. Wait, hold on. Yeah, that's right, we can place a 6. Yes, 6's are looking up at both of these cells, so this is the only place for 6. Now, it could be a 1, but it's the only place for 6. So 6 has to go there, and that is going to give us a 1-8 pair right here. So now 6. There's not much we can do in these two boxes with that 6, but let's look at the 1. We already have 1 marked here. We can't do much with 8, but we can look at the rest of this row. The row is down to 3 additional digits besides the 1 and the 8 and the 3, 4, 2, 6. So we need a 7, 5, 7, 9, it looks like. That's not the corner mark. Let's center mark that. 5, 7, 9. This is 5, 7, or 9, and this is 5 or 7. All right, we can place a 7 right here. This 7 looks down into this box. This 7 looks across, so 7 must go here. That means 3 goes here. That means 3 is in one of these two cells, and that points here, so that must be a 3 here, and this is now a 6. Alright, so 3. Let's look at this row. This row's down to 5 and 8. So the 5 goes here, 8 goes here, 5 goes down here. We had this, yes, we had 8 penciled in one of these two cells, and we just placed an 8 here. So this is an 8. That points up here and gives us 8 in one of these two cells. This can't be an 8 because of the 1-8 pair. We have a 1, 1, 8, 9 in these 3 cells here. All right, so let's pencil that in, and we know that this actually can't be an 8 or a 9. So this is actually just a 1. Okay, so now we have an 8-9 pair that points here and makes this a 1 and this an 8. This an 8. 1 that we placed here points to this cell, so this must be a 1 now. Can finish this column with a 2. That places a 2 over here. That puts 2 in one of these two cells. This is going to be a 5-7 pair. All right. So all right, just trying to see. Oh, we can place a 6. 6 looks across. These two 6s look across. This 6 here looks at this cell, so this is a 6. And now up here, 6 is in one of these two cells. All right, so 1's going to be up here. Let's look at, I'm just kind of looking at random things here. I think this is going to be a pretty easy puzzle to finish. We need in this row a 1, 3, 5, 7. 1, 3, 5, 7. That's just 1, 5. That's 1, 5, 7. That's 3, 5, 7. That's 3, 5, 7. We are down to 3 in this row, so we need a 3, or no, we need a 5, 7, 9. So we have 7, 9 there, 5, 7, 9 here. We need to place a 2 up here, and it's going to be in one of these two cells. One, 5, 7, 9 for this box. Okay, so this is just 5, 9. We have a 7 and a 1 pointing at this cell. How about this column here is down to 4. 1, 4, 7, 9. So this is a 1. And again, just to repeat, like, look at the column. The column needs a 1, 4, 7, and 9. So let's start with this cell, and you can see that 7, 4, and 9 see this cell. So this has to be a 1. So that's not a 1 there. Now we can pencil 1s in one of these 3 cells. So let's go back here. This is just going to be a 7, 9. I mean, I could mark it. Well, I will mark it 7, 9, but it can't be a 4. This one can't be a 4, so the only place for a 4 in this column is right here. Okay, so let's just look at the bottom row. We need 2, 5, 7, 9. Okay, let's go back up here and look at the top row, which is down to 4 now. We need a 2, 5, 6, 8. So both of these are from 5, 6, 8. Actually, this one can't be 6 either because of the 6 down here. But they both can't be 2. 2, 5. This one's just 2, 5, 6. This is 2, 5, 6, 8. This box here is down to 4. Let's think about what these 4 digits are. We need a 3, 4, 6, 7. All right, and we can eliminate 6 from here and here. We can also eliminate 4 from there. You can see here, so we've identified a single. This can only be a 6. The box still needs 3, 4, 6, 7. It can't be 3, 4, or 7, so it has to be a 6. All right, that means this has to be a 4 because this sees now 3, 6, and 7, so it can only be a 4. So now that can't be a 4. This is a 3, 7 pair. Let's come back to that. Let's actually eliminate 6 from here. This row here is down to 5, 8, and 9. All right. This row is down to 4 if you don't count the 3, 7, so it's down to 1, 4. We do need a 4, and the 4 is going to go here. Okay, so now it's down to 1, 8, 9 if you don't count the 3, 7. We got an 8, 9 over here, and we need 1, 8, 9 right here. So, okay, so now we have a 5, 7, 9 triple in this column, I notice, which means that the only place for 1 is right here in this column. So let's just double check. 1 sees this cell, 1 sees this cell, and 1 sees this cell. So this is the only place for 1 in that column. All right, so let's look at this row. This row is a 6, 7, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's fill that in. We can see this is not a 9 because of this 9 here. This is not 6, and this is not 7. Now, this is pretty much filled out. So maybe this puzzle won't be quite as simple as I thought. It should be getting very close. And actually, we do have a 3, 5, 7 triple in this column here. So this cell's down to 3 or 5, 7. This is down to 3, 7. This is 3, 5, 7. So that is a 3, 5, 7 triple in the column. So we can eliminate 3, 5, and 7 from the other cells in the column. So we can eliminate 7 here. We can eliminate 5 here. We can come down here and eliminate 5, 7. So that lets us place a 2. So the other way, yeah, that actually is the way you would see that this has to be a 2, because this could still be a 2 if you just look at the row. But that is a 2 now, so that should help a lot. All right, so we had 2 pencil marked up here as one of these 2 cells, and now that has to go here. All right, now we have a 6, 8 pair here. A 6, 8. Well, I mean, we have the triple is the only thing left in the column, so that doesn't really do much. 5, 7, 9, so 5 points in this box. 5 is going to go here or here, which means that this can't be a 5. Okay, so what else? Five, 7, 9. Okay, 5 points here. I don't think that does much for us. 5, 8, 9. I mean, these corner marks, I'm just double checking to make sure I'm not missing anything like relatively straightforward. I'm not sure, you know, again, I'm not sure how difficult this puzzle typically is. 5, 7, 9. Let me just take these corner marks out. I don't think they're doing much good. 6 points down here, so we don't need that. 5 points across here, we don't need that. I don't think we need the 1s here. Nope. Oh. Don't need the 5s here. I mean, now I'm looking for like a bent triple or something like that. 5, 8, 9, 5, 8. Do we have a 5, 8? I don't know if we do. Wow. If this, I'm going to be interested to see what this is going to take because I'd be impressed by this puzzle. If it requires something pretty crazy. Maybe an X-wing. Let's start looking for X-wings. 7. Or a skyscraper. I think we do have a skyscraper actually on 7s. So the way skyscraper works, I'm gonna assume you know what a skyscraper is, but we have a weak link for the foundation. So I'm looking at 7s. So if you look at this row, 7 can go here, here, or here. And really this doesn't matter too much, but this would be the 7s we're looking at. Now in these columns, this column here and this column here are what we would consider the walls of the skyscraper. And those have to be strong links, meaning there's only 2 options for the 7s in the columns here. Okay, and we do have strong links there. These are the only 2 options for 7 in this column, and these are the only 2 7s options for 7 in this column. And of course, these 2 7s line up. This one doesn't matter as much. But what we need here is a cell that sees both ends of the skyscraper up here. So it sees this cell because it's in this row and it's in the box, same box as this cell. So what that means is we can eliminate the 7 from this cell. And the reason for that is that no matter how this winds up, this is not going to be a 7, right? So this, let's just play it out. Like if this is a 7, this is a 9. And then this is a 5, 9. It's a 5, 9 pair, which means that this is going to be a 7. And so this cannot be a 7. All of that is if this is a 7. Now, if this is a 9, this becomes a 7. And of course, then this won't be a 7. So either way, no matter what you make this cell here, this is going to not be a 7. So we can eliminate 7 from that cell. And now we do have a 5, 8, 9 triple in this column. And so this is a 1. All right, and that may get us a little bit further here. hopefully more than just this, but yeah, the 5, 8, 9 makes this a 7 now. So the 3, 5 pair there makes this a 1. Okay, this is not 5 because of the 3, 5 pair. We have a 7, 9 pair now. Let's see, 5, 7, 9, what else? 5, 8, 9 here. Do we have to do more than that? Do we have to do more than that? No, well, we don't, because the 5, 9 pair, as I said in the example, points here now and makes this a 7. All right, so this is a 5, this is a 9, 7, 9, 7, 3, 5, 5, 9, 5 and 7, 7 and 3, 8, 9, 5, 8, 9, 6, 5, 8, 9, 8, and 6. All right. I have to say that I am impressed. I was totally expecting a puzzle that was along the lines of the New York Times hard puzzle. But for the New York Times hard, you really should never have to look for skyscrapers or even X-wings or bent triples. It's just not at that level. You know, usually, I mean, it's not that those things wouldn't be in the New York Times hard, and that you couldn't use them in the New York Times hard to solve it, but it's usually not necessary. And it should never be necessary in the New York Times hard to use those things. You'll need to find hidden triples and hidden quads sometimes in the New York Times hard. But that's what I was expecting for this puzzle. Now, I don't know if this is typically what this difficulty level is for the Newsday puzzles, but yeah, I mean, we got to use a skyscraper, which was pretty cool. And let me know how you did in the comments if you needed to use that skyscraper or if you just used a different technique to solve the puzzle. Let me know, and I will see you next time.